false to what's the real, right? And the reality of a lot of the situations, like I said, most of the situation that's been going on, this was due to relatives, right? They're supposed to be blood family, and they're not. Sheila was the with the Crips, Pax with the with the Bloods. Michelle and Johnny. I still remember that conversation to this day over there by Elmo West Elementary School, out there going towards MacArthur. Now, granted, they used to want to turn me into like I would say like a robot or like a fucking Terminator type shit, right? And the craziest shit, like I said, as a kid, they would think that well, I don't even know if they fucking real. They would think Freeman Jones was my twin brother, and then when I was with Carmelita Henderson, they thought she was my twin sister. Now, when Sheila was getting in a bind and some bullshit, she would try to run to Carmelita. But the only difference where everybody knew the difference between me and her, my weight would fluctuate, but I always stay in shape, which I'm so grateful for that genetic gene, wherever it came from. I'm so grateful that I'm able to, even though it fluctuates, I still do my best to stay in shape, right? And like I said, I used to get in so many fucking fights. It wasn't like intentional because I don't care to fight. Like if I can like avoid that shit, I'm gonna avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's not necessary. And then two, it was like growing up, how I had to grow up. I had to fight majority of the boys. And it wasn't regular boys. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? They was with the streets. So of course we was getting hemmed up, choked up. We was getting them hits, right? And like I said, as a kid, I would get some shit and it's like, don't make me mad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. I would be an 8-year-old over empowering grown women, grown men. I ain't finna deal with Rita when she get mad. I remember my cousin Rita, she was like, I can't keep her. And she was pregnant at that time with Patricia. She's like, I don't know what happened that day, but I remember I got real mad. I tried to take off running. We got into it. She's like, she just had to let me go because she was like, she couldn't control me. So it'll get to a point, like I said, I have fought this boy, Jeremiah Scottle. BC Sweeney Elementary School. Somebody was like, damn, you remember? I remember every fucking fight I had. I remember fighting Michelle Mendoza. She was so big, but I remember whooping that ass at the skating rink. She ended up getting me back because Carmelita was holding my clothes like this and the girl went to swing. I said, let me go. And me and her looking at each other because Carmelita knew it was like, let me get her the fuck up out of here because if she get ready to go with me, it was going to be me and her. But we ain't finna do family shit in front of, somebody else. And every day I knew Michelle was running around like, I whooped Sharita. Baby, you didn't. Let's not forget that skating rink. People already know what type of time I'll really be on if I get to that level. Then when we had moved, well, we was forced to move to Nashville, North Fifth. Again, this was Crip people from over there off of North Fifth. If you know anything about Nashville, the north side is where, the hardest motherfuckers be at. Project Peg, all them stuff, 3-6 Mafia, Memphis, all that area. Yeah. I'm versed in all of that. And people was like, what? I still remember how that fight went that day. And this is how I know. Everybody that be sitting here and you watching, you ain't say nothing. The Robinson family, Jasana, and then it's like, I remember saying Kimberly, because it's like Yah and the Israel and stuff like that. Like I said, I know how the Israelites, Yahweh, I know how all these fucking religions are because they used to make me be around all these different people in their religious sakes, right? And like I said, I got the R word happen to me, which my mom had set up. And then the fight ended up getting set up through her too in Pat because he had connections to, the people at the area. And I remember the girl rolled up on me and was like, I heard you talk about my brother. And I'm sitting here looking like, who the fuck is your brother? I was out with Jasana's cousin, Karima. Karima sat there on the corner and watched. Now, mind you, I didn't care about the people that was in front of me. I wanted her ass. Because the simple fact, how dare you sit there and she used to run her mouth. Oh, girl, I'm so hard. I'm from New Jersey. Didn't bust a motherfucking grape. Sat there on the fucking corner. I wanted to whoop her ass so fucking bad. But her Aunt Teresa was like, no. Y'all shouldn't fight. And God ain't got shit to do with it. She needed her ass whooped, but y'all let her go. But from what I was told, she had ended up dying from cancer. Now, if that's the story they want to run with, then I'm allowing them to run with. But shit, she karma is a motherfucking bitch, because I remember getting the two girls that rolled up, and then the dude. And dude, I got a couple quick 1-2, but I was too concerned about the girls, so I had whipped their ass. And then their mama had came and got them and was like, "What the hell y'all over here doing?" And she was shocked and surprised, because it was like, y'all both got y'all ass whooped by her. And then it was like, it took my mom a whole few little bit. She came out there on the block, with her little pistol and shit like that. And it's like, who the fuck jumped on my kid? And the boys, now mind you, as I was fighting, Nashville police was watching that shit and rode on by like they didn't see shit. Cause it was like, as I was getting on them girls, Buddy came through. He kept kicking me in the back of my head. I remember getting his leg and he fell or whatever. And then it was like, he kept trying to do it, like jump in and thought that shit was funny. I said, nigga, if I ever catch you. That was the talk of the fight of Nashville when we was in middle school. I want to say we was like 8th grade. And then as that happened, like I said, right after that, it was the R thing happened, right? Mind you, I was in a program to do something for a NASA program. That got taken away. So I was just like, all right, cool. As a matter of fact, I was taking French and Spanish at that time. I was in a NASA program, and it was this kid named Donald that I went to school with, because we was cool. And everybody's like, damn, you remember? I remember every fucking thing. Ain't no fucking detail ever gonna be missed. Like, my whole fucking memory always been intact. It's just like, I just knew God was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you when you gotta announce this shit, right? Then after that one happened, we got to Florida, and that's when all this shit got crazy. He was just trying to beat me into submission. That's when I met up with Samantha Conley. And Maria Martinez. That's when we was at Tuscaloosa. And that's when I met, Maria Martinez, Sandra Rivera, Mercedes, and then Samantha Conley. And then, of course, Tori and all the rest of them, Teddy, Tyrone, all of them. I'm versed with them. They all over there by Castleberry and Oviedo and shit like that. So it's just like, yeah, they already knew what type of time we on. Don't try to fit yourself to start some shit with it, because if you don't want the smoke, I'm gonna make sure we finish it. Man or woman, they knew that. So like I said, that fight from Jeremiah when I was 5th grade, oh, his parents threw a fucking Hellcat, because it's like, you're not gonna suspend her. First of all, your son provoked me, ma'am, and I had to do what I had to do, and he was a boy, and he was on the football team. I was on the cheerleading squad, and he was doing that stupid shit. I tore that ass up. He threw that soccer ball at my face. I got busy on that ass. Then we end up, what was the next time? I remember it was like a fight. I almost lost it. So my uncle Johnny had Shanny and Aunt like toughen us up. It was me and Deondelin in the crib, baby. I still remember that day. Deondelin was cooking some the potato fries in the hood. If you only have potatoes, you're gonna make you some potato fries and onion. And baby, they hemmed us up from the kitchen all the way to the motherfucking den. Ever since then, I remember having hey, you gotta fight, baby. If you ain't gonna fight, it's gonna be your ass. Second fight, I ended up getting in with, Michelle. Fast forward. Then to Nashville. Fast forward. Then it was like, we ended up leaving. We went to Alabama. Then it was like some other fucking random fight we got into. And then it was like, Sheila, she just kept taking shit out on me. And I still remember that fucking shit. Shalimar was the one that ended up handling my case that day. Yeah, Shalimar, is it Shalimar County? It's Fort Walton Beach. Let's just say that. She ended up coming home, she would take her anger out on me all the time. So every video y'all see, that's how the fuck she would do some shit. And I still remember that day. She provoked it. She started it. And the only thing I was asking, because I wanted to leave to avoid, because I knew she was angry. I knew she was in her feelings. I knew she was going to start picking that shit. Mind you, the house was immaculate. My grades was good, whatever. You was on punishment. I was always on punishment whenever she felt like she was angry, or it was like she got to get she got told no from one of her dudes or some shit like that. And also she was working for a correction office. She was a correctional officer at that time. So how I'm, versed about how they do with the prison systems too. So you welcome. They be like, God damn, I learned something new about this bitch every day. Well, yeah, congratulations. You want a cookie today? But yeah, she was working with, as a correctional officer, her in Chesterfield. Okay. And when she would go do all this shit, right? She'll come back and come take this shit out on me. Bruh, I remember I fucked her ass up real bad. But I had, once I realized, because I just remember I got so tired of her just screaming at me every day, want to push me around the house every day. It was just screaming for no reason. Mind you, it was misguided fucking anger that had shit to do with me. I just wanted to get out the house because I felt the energy was shit from her. She went to push me and I was like, bro, could you stop? And she kept hitting me in my face like this. And I snapped. I blacked the fuck out. I blacked out. And by the time I like snapped back, I just remember looking, I was like, where the fuck this blood is coming from? And when I realized where the blood was coming from, it was from her. She was the one fucking leaking. She was the one. But mind you, for years, me and her will always get into a fight. She will always want to bring in these new dudes. And I'll be like, Mom, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. She will ignore that shit. But then it was like, well, I can expect a person to ignore it when she was okay. Every time she go do her 304, I still remember that shit when we was in Fort Campbell off of B Street. It was like they would have these little parties and stuff like that. Imagine being a kid and you thinking she thinking you sleep. And she's sitting there getting ran through by all these dudes on the 1st and the 15th because she mad at her husband. Like I'm watching this, I'm looking, he was like, yo, she looking at us. He was like, well, she, and these dudes would tell her like, hey, she woke up. She's looking at us. I'm like, what the fuck going on? She thinking, I'm like, bro, you cool with doing this? And then some of the dudes that were from Fort Campbell at that time as a kid, they was cool with it because they was into shit like that. And it was just like, imagine being a kid that you have to experience shit like that. What, like, ain't nothing that's going to make me feel phased because it's like, shit, when you got to defend yourself, you got to defend yourself. And imagine having to defend yourself from a person that called themselves your fucking parent. That be willing, like when she wanted to hide shit, she'll go get Carmelita to act as me. When Carla wanted to hide shit, she'll use Kiara to say Kiara had my name. So they would pull, the only thing they knew was Chapman. They had Courtney Chapman, Sharita Chapman, and Kiara Chapman. They just knew the last name. We need the Chapman kid. So what they would do at that time when I was at Tuscaloosa Middle School and the investigation went on, they only pulled Courtney and Kiara. They didn't pull me to go ahead and question. So that day when they pulled Courtney and Kiara to get questioned, they had me in the locker room with Samantha. Because it was, like I said, Sheila was a correction officer. Samantha's mom had worked at one of the places that my mama used to work at. So it was like, it was nobody that they didn't know who I would talk to. It was not one person that they did not know who I would talk to, right? So that even went down to the dude like Tony that I had run away with at his house for like 3 days. It was just like all this shit. And then it was just like, all right, so how dare y'all sit here talking about you do this? Kiara would get that ass whooped every day because I would find her doing spiteful shit. I would be minding my business, right? Listen to music. She'll come in there and come pull out the radio out of there. I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll let her have that shit. But say like it get broken or something like that, then and her mama would be like, I just bought y'all this stuff or whatever. Kiara would be the one be like, no, mama, it was Sharita. So they would enjoy, her and Courtney will be able to enjoy watching me get the whooping for something that they did. So that's why it was just like, I ain't bitter about no shit, but bitch, I used to let that shit go. And then it's like you and your feelings, because if we had to talk about it, you was not even hitting fucking puberty. Oh, I want to sleep with Crystal Saldana's brother, Dexter. Dexter would look at her as like, do you not realize how little you look like? What the fuck I look like messing with you? And I remember her ass sitting there and be like, huh? What? Yeah. Like, shawty, go sit your ass down. That's why it's like all this shit that's going on around this town. Flex if you want to. Sit there and lie at your motherfucking mouth. We might be grown, but a lot of y'all motherfuckers is out of shape. I'm back in shape. So now we really got a fucking problem. And it's like, oh, I was going to do this. And the one that had pulled up on me because I felt your energy and you thought I didn't see you. You should have just rolled up and did what you said you was going to do. I'm not in the business to sit there and try to say, run your mouth. Oh, I whooped Sharita ass. I need you to come run that. Come run that. Carla, too. I remember so many times Courtney, when Carla would get into it, I would be the one that have to chill Carla out. They knew for a fact, get me to that point. I promise you, you'll see me. Even Shannon Ozell Dawkins, as a grown man, already knew. Put her in a position where she can get into some weapons. She gonna handle you. I'm going to find you one way or another. because I've always had to defend myself against every man and every fucking woman since I was 10 years old. So you think anything is for to phase me and scare me? No, you gotta approach me with that shit. Oh, we did this to her. I got time. I got that time. But the people that you gonna use for me, Carmelita, Kiara, Natalia, you using Louis fucking wife that he married to? Shaquetta? Y'all putting all these dumb motherfuckers that don't look nothing like me and don't even match my motherfucking IQ on my fucking lowest day of when I haven't even read one book. So why would you sit here and just, I'm going to take these people's word because they look like they the socialites. Yeah, they looking like socialites when they sitting there enjoying the fuck up out of my money. But what would they do when that money go ahead and come to the appropriate person? They going to be sitting there looking poor broke and you going to see their motherfucking energy for who the fuck they really are. Put it on the yard, bruh. Correction officers. I still remember those conversations from 20 years ago. I still remember the operation of how y'all used to do them kids and them boys in them juvenile homes and at them fucking prisons. Run it, because I guarantee I could step into a motherfucking prison and tell you that one need to go. That one is involved in this. Y'all too fucking easy to fucking figure out who's involved in shit. Y'all too easy. Y'all even made it even more easier. The more y'all gaslit, the more easier you made that shit. Even down to the dirtiest fucking police officer. They all carry a demeanor. They all carry a signature. They all like to gaslight. It's even some people at the fucking jail right now that's actually trying to hold up integrity and actually respect their fucking job. They realizing like, damn, you realizing you asking a question and they trying to avoid it or redirect the conversation. And it's like, oh, what is making you ask these particular questions? Well, you're the one that's talking about it all the fucking time. So of course your partner or the rookie is going to start asking fucking questions. Any logical person would start asking questions. Why you talk about this person so much? Of course they're going to start digging. Of course they're going to find other people when they realize, oh, these motherfuckers really corrupt. Then you get upset because it's like, how you figure all this shit? It's too easy. Because even for me to get in the military, like I said, I had to get a very big security clearance. Not the regular kind of security clearance. Because the job that I held, I wouldn't have been able to do that shit in the military. Like, but quit trying to get motherfuckers to act like they harder than what they really fucking are, because then it's like you over here working harder, not smarter. That the shit look real sloppy because it's like, damn, I can't sleep with them. Like, it was no different with me figuring out in Laverne, Alabama, right? They did the testing. I had enough common sense. Sheila didn't know that I had enough common sense. Why should this doctor sedate me just to tell me that, I want to say at that time when they was trying to traffic me and they couldn't grab me when I was in Laverne, Alabama, the doctor had to come in, right? He was like, you have, I don't know, it was gonorrhea or chlamydia or some weird shit. Mind you, I was only like 13 or 14 at this time. What is a 13 or 14-year-old doing with that, right? I'm not doing anything. It just so happens. Shreddy, you hungry? Did my homework coming out of school. And as I'm coming out of school, it was just like, dude was like, come with me. And I just remember waking up, I was in a room and I see two females walking out of the room, and I wake up and the dude was just sitting there in the bed like this with his shirt off. I was like, where the fuck am I? And it was like, it was some questions or something that he asked me, and it was just like, he was like, you are more, like, he would tell me, it was like something he was asking me, it was like calculations, and I gave him some calculations. He was like, you smarter than a motherfucker, and he ended up letting me go. This was in Alabama. This was the other attempt to do it. Nashville couldn't do it. Then we did it. They tried to do it again in Laverne, Alabama. But I think I went from Laverne and he ended up taking me to Troy or some shit like that, country backwoods shit. Then they tried again, like I said, Fort Walton. So it was just like all throughout all that shit, I was like, bruh, Like, most people do fuck shit towards me. It's like, you ain't the first person. You might not be the last until somebody come in from the FBI itself to come be like, hey, Sharita, you know, with that. I mean, Sharita ain't been my name because I still remember to that day when she kept saying, Sharita is your name. Sharita is your name. We stayed at the Murtha Purpose Center. Was it the Sandpiper? That's what it's called. Sandpiper, over across from where the duck pond is at in Lawton, Fort Sill. And it was some apartments. So it was a hotel and then there was some apartments behind it. And I remember Garcia, he was telling me, he was like, he would say something and be like, me back, yeah. So he would talk to me in Spanish. She was like, quit talking that Spanish shit. You know, I don't know what the fuck y'all saying or what y'all talking about. And from there, that's when my life changed forever. After Garcia left, my life changed for the worse. And when I say for the worst, it got worse and worse up until now. Because anything going on between Sheila, Patrick, Johnny, Carla, Georgetta, which is the main ones, outside of, you know, now my ex-husband and all them in the courts, once they figured out, like, this money belonged to her, that's who she is, because they was trying to conceal the court case with my son, Marcus Phillips. And with them trying to conceal the case with my son, that's when they discovered who I really was, because they went into the FBI database. Now, James' mom and her people, they were setup girls. You know what I'm saying? They were setup girls in them streets. You know, B Street, Lizard Lots, motherfucking setup girls. That's who his folks is. So my mama in there, she was like, when she would run her mouth, especially when she was drunk, she would run her mouth and say some shit, talking tough and whatever. And I used to be like, man, just shut the fuck up. I used to want to just hurt that woman. And once I realized, like, you intentionally want to hurt me, that moment, if it come, it come. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be me though. But it was just like, when you have to sit there and realize, like, hey, them streets don't love you and your family don't love you, you going to turn into one cold motherfucker. You think I'm going to care about some police officer? No. Because now I know a good police officer when I see one, and I know a shitty fucking police officer when I see one. And some of these motherfuckers be out here want to wear a badge and just want to get bravado off because as a kid, they got fucking bullied. So you became a police for 20 years because you got bullied? And you're still doing a shit job? You've been on a police force for 20 fucking years and you gotta bully somebody without knowing the fucking facts? That's how I know, like, you a shit ass fucking person. Get the facts before you first fucking with people, and then it's like, well, I got the badge. Your badge don't mean shit. You're not legislative. Well, that's my buddy. Your buddy don't give a shit about you. And then it's like, y'all want to sit here and try to play like this is fucking nutty professor or some shit like that and alter people's personalities, blood, and DNA, which that came into play with Carla. That's why I said I know how the whole operation goes. And most people, when they in this type of lifestyle, hey, we got to figure out how to get these certifications and these degrees so we can get a little bit more elaborate. They know who they can groom. They groom Kiara and Tiara. Carmelita, you know what I'm saying? She a little bit rogue, but you can groove her if you money talks. Money talks. Shit, I ain't mad at her because Carmelita was the only one like, girl, let me call you and tell you that your mom and them was trying to like convince me of who you are. Carmelita knew fucking better. Like, no, I know who you are. I know how you fucking move and operate. But however, you know, with all this shit, you know what I'm saying? The girl grieving and stuff, and she lost her motherfucking kid too. So it's just like, y'all trying to do all this shit to everybody and then realize, like, I can see you know, you ain't nothing to hide, but this is a whole bunch of shit to fucking hide. And then you get all these fucking people involved in y'all bullshit that y'all had shit from 20 years ago, that, as a matter of fact, from 20 to 30 years ago, that the police has been watching y'all asses, and y'all trying to convince all these people around here in fucking Orlando to get caught in your bullshit. I hope the Demings finally fucking woke up to the bullshit. Like, oh, these motherfuckers had shit going on for the, like, years. I guarantee the Senate motherfuckers that y'all thought y'all had it all clink and tight, right? And y'all realizing the same bitches that put y'all on to me been followed by the fucking FBI for years. Sheila Deshawn Adams Taylor. Lavinia Adams was their original name. Lawton, Oklahoma. Georgetta, how many times Georgetta been married? I guarantee they go look into Georgetta and see how many times this motherfucker been married and how many times she got insurance claims, how many times they got claims from these motherfucking nursing homes, how many, and I'll leave that shit right there. How is it that a grandma that ain't been around me for 20 years got fucking insurance policies, not only on me, but my kids? How is it that this Sheila woman got insurance policies on me and my kids? I didn't give none of these people permission. How is it that James Henry Taylor V got insurance policies on me and my children? How was he able to get an insurance policy of my son who was barely dead 3 days? You put his obituary, which you did not consent with me, on the fucking internet. That's how I knew they took insurance money. Because when you sitting there, they were sitting there trying to do that. I had AT&T. AT&T will pop up. It was telling me what emails, what credit cards they was doing. But when I go pull up my experience, that's like I said, when you go around and you can tell when they doing internet and manipulation, like I said, I was in a NASA program, 8th grade. I got offered it again in 9th grade through the Air Force JRTC. I got offered again the NASA program in 11th grade. That's like an assault to somebody's fucking intelligence. Like, how dare you sit here try to fuck with somebody and they got more intelligence than you? Who study fucking psychology in high school and in college. I might not got my motherfucking degree, but I did outside research outside of college. Because I had to understand most of the people, it's like, damn, you stayed because shit, they my motherfucking study case. Because I'm not going to learn no other way because ain't nobody going to be willing to help me. Anything I've learned up to this point has always been self-taught. Ain't nobody but fucking been here to help me, teach me, show me, love on me, help me, guide me, or motherfucking protect me. I've been protecting myself. So I have no choice but to know how to motherfucking fight. With my words, with my hands, with whatever the fuck I got to do. So if standing up and speaking your truth is bullying, so be it. If standing up for my fucking self is hurting your fucking feelings, so be it. If me standing up for myself is killing your fucking ego, so fucking be it. Die quickly. What she said on that movie, die screaming, motherfucker. The long kiss goodnight. The last kiss goodnight or some shit like that. That was my shit with Samuel L. Jackson. And I remember her husband came out to her and that baby. And at that very end, she had to go back in because she forgot she was an undercover or a secret agent. And she got real busy and saved her motherfucking daughter. And I remember that man tried to come back up and pop up on her. She said, die screaming, motherfucker. Because that was the same way he was trying to make her go out. The same way he was trying to make her go out. But imagine when it's your own people. He feel like, oh, I'm in Indiana. Well, Sheila helped you with that prison reform back in the early fucking 90s. Because like I said, when we was over there off of Mission Boulevard, I'm pretty sure y'all could pull up the OLLC that they made back there when we was living in Mission Boulevard. And that was what? Early 90s, between 1990, 1996. Before you move to Village Green, see, Carla, the craziest shit is, I can pick up on every place that you used to live at when we was in Lawton, Carla. All them drugs that y'all wanted to shoot up at the VA, like, oh, we got to clear this out. Dr. Perez, I'm on your ass. Dr. Torres, I'm on that ass. The other motherfucking doctor from Sheridan, Wyoming, I'm on that ass. I'm on y'all neck because it's like y'all came over here with that motherfucking harassment. Let me give it right back to you, baby. Because the only thing you needed to do was run me my shit, leave me the fuck alone, and I'm not your motherfucking test experiment. You should have asked for consent. Hey, we wanted to do, as a matter of fact, I had one lady that did actually do it the correct way. She said, hey, I'm considering, I think, she called me from the VA. She had got my information from, nurse practitioner Charmaine Smith. And she was like, yeah, I wanted to do, I think right before they went on ahead, I had PTSD only, but they wanted to do complex PTSD. That was before they realized, like, no, this motherfucker do got complex PTSD, but they knew they couldn't do that because considering the search that they were doing, because they thought I was still under that clinical research from back in Oklahoma. Great Plains. Yeah, Great Plains. Comanche County. right? And once Charmaine realized, like, hey, it's some shit, I just can't get away with her. Especially when it came with them fucking with my thyroid. The thyroid will mimic any other mental health conditions when untreated. So that's why when they was doing their shit in the psych department, well, how long can we figure out with the thyroid and the psychological? That's not for you to fucking choose to prolong fucking medical stuff. Somebody, I'm hearing they gotta recuse themselves. Cause somebody knows for a fucking fact, like, oh shit, it's true though. Medically, if we had to go ahead and get an expert with no affiliation with none of you hoes, that doctor would tell you, yes, with a thyroid left untreated, it will mimic any type of mental condition. Your skin can tell you exactly what health conditions you're dealing with. Chinese face map. Those conditions will tell you what you're dealing with. Now, you people with diabetes, high blood pressures and certain things, leukemia and stuff like that, there's other ways to diagnose it based off your body. But you wanted to create an imbalance in your girl. But the more that y'all keep putting me under pressure, you're creating more balance for me. You're not creating imbalance on the mental or psychological level. You might cause it on a physical, but you're not doing anything on a mental or emotional. I had to learn there's a thing that you can do with your brain, and there's a thing that you can do with your nervous system. Now, granted, if they start to try to give you medications, it can start messing with your nervous system. However, once you know the anatomy and physiology of the makeup of a body, you can actually reverse a lot of different things, conditions, heart issues, anxiety, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because most of that stuff, it just comes with, anyways. But yeah, these are like doctors and shit like that thinking like, God damn, I got the PhD, but you ain't got no motherfucking common sense. How the fuck you got a PhD with no motherfucking common sense? Let alone street knowledge. Most medical stuff is very biased anyway. Because that's why y'all was getting away. She's being aggressive and combative and have a bad attitude. No, I'm assertive as shit. Your bitch ass is just too fucking sensitive to take when somebody's checking your ass on the spot. Because on a black person's medical record, because medicine is still so fucking biased, they, instead of, you know how a white counterpart or the little Spanish motherfucker that want to call themselves white going into their, oh, they came to make sure that they can get a refill on their medication. Allow me to come in and, God forbid, I start asking for something, and I don't. And the VA knows that I'm very notorious for that. Dr. Porter Carrero, Dr. Castro, come to the fucking front line. Because they will tell you for yourself. I will research every fucking medication that you feel you're going to give me. I will tell you that I do not like it. I like holistic. If it's not natural, what the fuck I need to take a Xanax bar? What the fuck I need to take serotonin for? What the fuck I need to take Latuda or lithium? Lithium is an automatic fucking key access to fucking cancer. And nerve damage, which can cause psychological, neurological issues, which can lead to you hallucinating. It can lead to schizoaffective issues. Even worse if those people are already on harsh drugs, cocaine, fentanyl, all that stuff. And someone's like, you don't have no type of medical degree to be taught, but it's facts. It's facts. Because just because you're on a board, just know it's a bigger board than you. The fuck? Then it's like, I just hyperventilate. It's too fucking late to apologize about what it is that you could have been made right a long time ago. We're going to make sure that we'll let that nodule keep growing. And then we can use that as a way to make them come back. Oh, on top of, we already know that they had the pregnancy, but we don't want them to be part of the new prophecy or medical research and ongoing because it's black. We needed to be more white people or our type of people. We needed to be our people. You mean the people that you give an IVF and trying to say that they were fucking clinically, baby, if you don't stop that bullshit talking about them bitches' ovaries. No, her ovaries didn't grow back. All I did was help her create something where you was already giving that Brazilian bitch fucking fertility treatment. And she ended up getting pregnant quickly with the method that I gave her and told her what to drink and what to fucking eat so she can have that. Well, me and my husband want to have a baby. Well, she came in there with her big ass. Yeah, me and my husband, even though I should have told her ass, you need to drop a little bit of weight, go ahead and eat this, and then you'll get the baby. Well, we only got one kid, but you forcing your husband to have another kid with you because you want to keep the secret of him being gay. Bitch, get out my face. That's why, like, these people be acting fucking weird. And then it's like you want to move around like, what? Nah, I'm not the one or the two or the three. I could be your beautiful dream or your beautiful nightmare. That's why it was just like, bruh, I came in peace and then y'all sit here, y'all wanted fucking war. And now it's sitting here like, goddamn, she know way more than us. And did and always have. Now you sit here mad because it's like, damn, all you have to do was fucking tell me the truth. Just any of you fucking people. Anybody. But y'all sat there on y'all bitch asses, not said shit, and watch the shit go down. That's crazy. And then you get mad because you get your own blood pressure up. Because every time we're going to keep our notifications up just to see what she's saying. But you're getting your own fucking blood pressure up on your own. You can't sit here saying I'm provoking shit. No, you provoked your own fucking headache. You provoked your own blood pressure going up. Because you came over here fucking watching it on yourself. And somebody sitting here taking the fucking video be like, you know what, she is right. We doing it to ourselves. I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, shit, I can't get mad at something I don't see. I can't get mad about something I don't hear about. I can't get mad about shit that's going on. Because guess what? I'm not looking for it. But you looking for it, right? Can't nobody stalk you, harass you, talk about you if you ain't already in that energy field. Doing the same shit to them. Do unto others as you want done unto you. Energy exchange. So, what are we saying? So you speak on someone's name evilly, they speak on you truthfully, and you get mad at the person who's speaking truth on you because you came over here to come look on your own. Now you fucked up and you mad and in your head, I'm angry. What the fuck you angry for? Ain't shit to be angry about. Be angry at your own fucking self. Take accountability for fucking once and don't shift the fucking blame on other people for your bullshit. Accountability. It's too hard. And if you're a grown-ass man that can't take accountability, just go ahead. Do you want to take my period? You want to bleed for me? You just got to be fucking smart about shit and quit trying to like take stuff out on people without knowing the full fucking story. But you want to move positively, but you keep making a negative effect. You can't have something positive and you're going to keep making a negative effect on every fucking situation because I want to call them to disconnect. And I want to tell them, touch that fucking T-Mobile and disconnect that shit. I guarantee your ass going to get arrested with the fucking subpoena quick as fuck. The motherfuckers be there 6 minutes as soon as you hang up that fucking phone. Oh, we trying to get this shit going. It's fated for your ass to get hit like that. Some of y'all been doing this shit so fucking hateful and so fucking vainful about your bitch asses. Oh, we gonna offer her food and we gonna spit in it. Bitch, die. I hope your kids and grandkids die, ho. And I mean that shit. You should never wish fucking death on him, bitch. I ain't wishing it. It's coming. Oh, your kids are gone. And so fucking what? Ain't no mercy for nobody. You wanted me to have mercy then? I can't have mercy for nobody who intentionally set up to go ahead and cause somebody to have a fucking abortion. I can't respect motherfuckers that want to put shit in my IV every time I leave from the Veterans Affairs of Lake Nona. I can't trust the motherfucking sheriff department because y'all bitch asses keep sending Santana or Santiago or whatever, Sanchez or Juarez or whatever the fuck his name is with his partner. Yeah, I got y'all fucking car numbers. Oh, yeah, we just came over here for this little complaint. Ain't no fucking complaint. Everybody, you can hear everything around this bitch. We got to protect our folks. We got to protect our people. You mean the Dominican motherfuckers you got over here? Because protecting them and him trying to do his little work, that shit don't work. And he's sitting there like, y'all still over here? So that means the whole, now you brought problems to the Indian folks over here at the hotel. They thinking they just getting their money and stuff like that and trying to say, we ain't going to tell them nothing. We gonna smile and walk around like ain't nothing going on. Until the big boss got to tell them, hey, shut your shit down real quick. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers sitting here moving And y'all got other people, way big dogs in here that finance y'all. And these music productions, these basketball companies, and these cartel motherfuckers that invested in y'all asses. And if they figure out that you trying to funnel that fucking money, that the big plaza, and they figure out what the fuck y'all was doing, and they figure out the real truth behind that shit, you think these people fit to be cool with it? You think they fit to really have mercy on you? Because, oh, word on the street is she's a fake, she's evil, she's hateful. Ain't shit evil or hateful came from me, but I will tell you straight up to your face, if you want that fucking smoke, I'm with it. Don't be trying to get all witty. We off duty. Remember, when you off duty, your authority don't mean shit. Well, I can call it, you can call it, you can't call shit in if your ass getting fucked up. So when you get ready to call and you get ready to come over here, remember, you're the one came looking for me. I can't look for somebody if I ain't got no car. So even when the big dogs come in, you know what? You're getting more arrested than I would. Every fucking person that you got standing around here, they'll be arrested way before I would. I would need a car. I would need to be looking for you online. I would need to be calling your fucking phone. And it's only one fucking phone that I've ever fucking called from these phones, and that's been Joshua Gonzalez's phone, and that's it. And if you trying to hit him, oh, I trust and believe. I might not like the motherfucker. He might have been the one that got the cause of all this shit. But I guarantee you, if he can speak the truth to me, I'll help the motherfucker get out of this shit and make sure that every little bit. Because a lot of y'all, at minimum, 10 years. It ain't no 1 year probation. It ain't no house arrest. No, y'all getting 10 years. And it ain't just regular time. You wanted me to have a fucking felony? I guarantee every single last one of you who's wishing felonies on me, you'll probably get up to 10 of them bitches. So working for who? Doing what for who? You don't have no choice but to work for the underworld. And I don't think the underworld gonna work with you if they knew you was a motherfucking police. And this is like a, well, we used to do this for, no. Go ahead and go over there if you think your ass fit to go to Mexico. You disappearing for real, for real. You think you fit to go hide off and duck off in El Salvador, Colombia, and Venezuela, or Italy? Your ass fit to disappear real quickly. You fucking with a real one? A real one? Bruh. Yeah, because all your shit coming to light. We can't make the movement because she's aware of all this shit. And half the shit I already predicted 2 years ago. Oh, we're going to keep trying to offer her to smoke this weed just to calm her down just a little bit so she, you know, so we can go talk to her. Well, shit, I ain't finna buy nobody weed. I ain't got no money for no weed. So a win is a win. God know what he's doing. Sharita, you don't need to buy no weed from nobody locally, for anybody offering you shit, because the motherfucker who wanted me to have it and you really so concerned, you would have offered it for free. And you gotta make sure you come with everything that I fucking need with it. And I don't think none of you motherfuckers is doing it. But if you did do it, guess what? You think I'm finna take it and be stupid? No, because I know where it's coming from. Oh, let's provoke a conversation or persuade the conversation just to see how much information she can give us. Not another motherfucking shit. But announce your motherfucking self, though. If you cherish your life, announce your fucking self. Yes, I got fucking PTSD, but I ain't fit to be. Ain't nobody got no time for none of that shit. Either you gonna do what you gonna do or you not. It's just simple at this point. Because all that fucking talk is cheap. But don't get motherfuckers trying to pretend to be me and they can't even do half the shit that me do. And that's the truth. I can still be on my shit and still take care of a person. I hate you fucking humans, but I will still make sure that you can get guided. Hey, where's the laundry? It's right over there. I'll walk you over there with no problem. Hey, what you need that on you for? Because I'm a woman. I'm a woman, a single woman alone by herself. They need to make sure she protect herself because ain't nobody else gonna do that shit. And that's my right. Motherfucker trying to take your life, what you doing? But you by yourself, you ain't got no support. What you doing? Half of you motherfuckers wouldn't survive half the shit you putting me through. That's why it's gonna be the funniest shit when some of y'all asses gotta put yourself, because you gotta be careful when you run your mouth. And I've been put myself in that position, and I'm speaking from experience. I remember saying, I couldn't sleep in my car. Look what I was. But it wasn't on my own accord. But guess what? The same way where you can sit there and run your mouth about somebody and you find yourself in that same predicament, that's when you gotta learn to shut the fuck up. Why you don't judge nobody? Why would I judge you because you on drugs? Why would I judge you because you got a HIV, STD, or what? Why the fuck would I judge you? If you care about somebody and you love them and you really into somebody and they make you better and you do better things in your motherfucking life, show me how to care for you. Y'all make shit so fucking simple, more difficult and complicated than it needs to. Are you into something? Do you got urges? Do you got this? Have simple fucking conversations. Hey, do you know your true medical record? Honestly, I really don't, because these people move a little wonky. So whatever it is that you can find, I can appreciate that. So when people sit there talking about, oh, she's aggressive, she's hateful, she's mean. No, I'm assertive as fuck, and you don't like to get checked on your shit. That's all it is. You just don't like nobody checking your ass about your shit, and I'm going to be that one to address your ass. No, that's not how you gonna do it. That's not how we move. And then you get upset because it's like, damn, what's up, Lisette? I don't know what you over here for. But you'll get upset because it's like, damn, we can send in Crystal, we can send in Lisette. I told you very, very, very fucking clear. You can't send in no fucking body from my past. I don't fuck with none of y'all. I won't ever fuck with you. So know that I stand on my truth. Not even fucking Jasana. Even if you was fucking forced to do the shit that you did, I'm not fucking with none of y'all. This is why y'all had ample amount of time. I don't give a fuck if it was in fear. You knew that if you ride with Rita, I got your motherfucking back, regardless how we gotta go. I will have your 6 and your 12. But bitch, you better look at 3 and 9. But none of y'all know how to do that shit though. Shit, it's like, oh, well, we caused her to lose all those babies, so she must be going through postpartum. Who gives a shit? Actually, I'm fucking grateful, man. That man didn't deserve no fucking kids for me. That man did not deserve no motherfucking kids for me. Now, was he deserving to be able to redeem himself, to be a man, to redeem himself, to be a good father? Yes, he had that capability, but you fucked that over what? Some dirty foot motherfuckers in a shitty ass family that was willing to go ahead and betray your ass in front of your fucking face because they couldn't take that it was a real ass woman willing to come into the fucking space to make sure that your family could fucking heal so y'all could get rid of that fucking curse off your bloodlines. But we don't realize that because we want to run our mouth. We want to talk shit in Spanish and shit like that. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Say that shit in English. It's too difficult, isn't it? Say that shit. But it was one motherfucker that he made it his business. Hey, how you doing? And I'm going to say how you doing right back to him. Oh, you think I give a fuck about what he doing, what he using, what's his vice? That ain't got shit to do with me. Because he know I came in peace. Regardless, even though I know the man is of the dark. But even then, he had enough manners to say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. I appreciate that. I'm grateful. I don't give a fuck about him being of the dark. Because even if him being of the dark, he still deserves. Good morning. How you doing? Did you have a good day, handsome? That don't mean I'm flirting with him. But I'm letting that man know you are acknowledged in my presence. You deserve to hear good morning. You deserve to, hey, how was your day? Did you have a great day? Or if not, even if I didn't ask how his day was, I hope you have a great day and continue having a good day. Because everybody deserves to have that. But y'all be a sedity ass motherfucker, turn your nose up to that motherfucking homeless person, not knowing the homeless person's probably way richer than you. He may just need a little bit of guidance and help. But like I said, some people will end up giving up all that shit just because of shit like this. Because shit like this. Shit like this would make a person say, you can have that shit. You can do what you do. Shit, like I'm at that point. You want to take the kids, bruh. Now am I taking the repercussion consequences that I might not ever see my kids and then I got a plan for a fucking big ass funeral for every single last one of them? Hell yeah. Ain't no possibility. The chances are very, right now we're really at a 80%, if not 90. But it is what it is. Now, will it be a little bit of, emotional triumph? Possibly. But if I'm setting myself emotionally or mentally up right now, we should be okay. We can work through it. It's going to be a little rough, but I can work through it. But y'all know whoever it is that y'all motherfuckers doing this shit, ain't no mercy. Because most of y'all going to end up having dreams. And if you're a spiritual motherfucker, they're going to tell you have to come to me physically and ask for my forgiveness in order for all that karma that you about to hit in the next 9 minutes to 9 hours to the next 9 days that you fit to feel this shit. It ain't weeks, it ain't months, days. Heavy on the 9 days. Hours and minutes. I came in love, I came in peace, and y'all just wanted fucking problems. You can't stop nobody from just who they are. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Choose your path. Choose what it is that you do. And everybody, you wanted to make sure I had heartache and loss, marriages lost, opportunities, money, stop my business and shit like that. Like, I'm just trying to get to the money. And you don't want a motherfucker making money in peace? So we got to interrupt all her peace in every which way? You're a weird motherfucker. You're a weird motherfucker. If you got to mess up somebody else's peace just to feel like you're doing something and cause disruption, that's on you. Patience is a virtue. That's in Proverbs. That's in Corinthians. You know what I'm saying? But even Psalms talk about patience. But it is what it is. Y'all be well out here in this fucking world. People are shitty. But it doesn't mean that I have to be a shitty person just because you are. I'll still treat people right. Regardless if I don't fucking want to. I'm going to still treat them right.